Alright, so for this video I decided to do a voiceover because I'm very lazy to type in English and Chinese. And yes, my charger that is charging LiPos is screaming crazily in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I'll try to noise cancel in the background. But anyways, back to the drone footage. So it's been, I think, 2 weeks since I was flying, but subtract a few days where either the drone is broken so I cannot fly or any other problems. And I would say that I'm not very experienced at it. This is definitely a hard hobby to start in. And I would say that you need weeks and months to, at least not crash not abuse your drone, if that makes sense. So it was raining outside today, and obviously drones doesn't fly in rain. I hope someday you could. And yes, that's why I said a while ago, when you're very abusive to your drone, you kind of fly to spots that it's kind of safe, but obviously this is not a good news. My drone is out of range in terms of my receiver. I can hear the drone, the motor spinning up really rapidly, even though I already cut off the arming. I already disarmed the drone, but still it's spinning up rapidly. So once again, don't fly your drone behind, 20 meters thick of concrete. Like, I don't know why I think it's a good idea, but anyways, I got the drone. Not a lot of damage. I thought I might burn something out, but it's pretty fine. All right, going back, I'm just trying to focus the lens on my drone because I'm gonna record this in 1080p, which you're watching right now. And it's very difficult because the my goggles only produce like 720p pixels, and I don't think the quality is even 720p in the video footage that I'm having here. It's probably really bad quality over analog, so that's all I can use to try to pull focus, to rack focus, while my drone or my quad is recording on 1080p. So I don't know how is that supposed to work. I was thinking that the Caddx turtle, or like that's the brand of the lens right there, they will have some sort of a zoom in option, so I can actually look closer into the details and rack focus that way. But no, there isn't the option. You have to plug in the thing to control the camera anyways. The basement. I'm flying in the basement, and there are its benefits and its pros and cons. Okay, that's a repeat, whatever. So the pros is that there's no wind and it is very calming. I have full control of my quad, and that's a very good thing because even though this is an 85mm quad, it's still kind of too light. And plus, I don't know why, but it's very windy in my apartment or compound, whatever you call it. The buildings create this wind tunnel effect, and it really pushes a lot of wind no matter what time of the day. It's even stronger during like the day-night transitions. I don't know I forgot the science behind it, but you get what I mean. Not a good time to fly my drone out. And of course, you could say that there's a lot of tuning that can be done through PID, and I'm trying to land here, by the way. Okay, I'm still trying to land drones, kind of struggled there, but anyways, I got the drone. Okay, see you later on the next footage. Okay, going back, as you can see, I actually switched to either level or horizon mode to get my quad straight to take off, because the battery is very thin. It just leans on one side. But anyways, going back, you may argue that there's a lot of PID tuning to do when it comes to wind turbulence and stuff. I tried to. I have no idea what I'm doing. So next time I was planning to buy more 3S and 4S batteries. In case if you're wondering, I'm flying on 2S batteries here. I will later show you the 3S battery footage, and it's too fast. I hate it. I might crash into some car with that speed. but it's fun. I hate it and it's fun, if that makes sense. Oh, hey, someone's biking there and I would like to, tease him a bit. Of course, keeping a safe distance so I don't crash into someone and get myself into more trouble that I don't need to. But anyways, where was I? The wind is strong and the drone really tips over, and I think in my previous video you have seen cases where the drone just kind of like do a 90 degrees left turn or right turn, and it's really hard to rescue that. I mean, you're not even supposed to rescue a drone. It's like, this is not even a save. It's really just the drone having it's the quad bugging and losing its mind when the wind strikes. And because of that, I have nothing to do. I can't do anything on this case. And because of that, I also broke one of the support, or the carbon plate support, that I have to order and wait for a few days of retirement, and then finally fix the drone and fly again. So that's something that I just don't know. I really don't know. Should I blame the quad? Should I blame the PID tuning? But I don't know. Going back, I was planning to start the real PID tunings once I got a couple of 3S batteries, 4S batteries to play around. And I would say that's important because batteries really affect a lot with your drone's performance. Even like a different 3S batteries. I have one that is high voltage and I'm planning to buy the normal LiPo batteries. And I heard that this alone could change a lot, or not a lot, but could change the handling of the drone. And your PID tuning will be different, or you're going to have to hassle around with all the values again. My drone only stores, ouch, that's a bad idea, shouldn't, but luckily I did not fail over. But as you can see, I'm running out of battery a lot, so I'm actually kind of over pushing the battery a bit, but it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. But of course, I want to be safe, and I just put to level mode and fly back. And I still don't know how to land, so watch me land this drone like a newbie, because I am one. Okay, see you in the next clip. Static. I really like the turn on page of the beta flight. It's so cool. It's like, I don't know what it's like. New battery up, but anyways, I'm not planning to fly a lot on 2S anymore. It's nice. Oh wait, okay. I really like to fly 2S in tight spaces in the home or in the basement, but as you can see, I'm not planning to do any rolls and flips on 2S, and I'm not planning to do any freestyle. You're not supposed to do freestyle on an 85mm quad anyways, or how many inches that I don't know. But it just means that in normal circumstances, in indoors or not windy situations, there isn't really a lot of ouch that is a save. I'm not sure if you consider that a save, but there isn't really a lot of a reason to do PID tuning on a 2S configuration. But on 3S and 4S, where you're going to be racking that throttle all the way up and going like 50 meters per second upwards, I believe that's not true. If I want to go with that performance, then PID tuning is going to be a very important factor. Now, also my rates, I didn't really consider about fixing my rates, because as of now, I'm not really doing the most breathtaking freestyle performance or the fastest racing performance. I'm not going for the most dangerous acrobatics or moves that I can imagine of. So I'm not really trying to strive the perfect rates. But what I did is I was a big fan of Joshua Bardwell, so I just copied his rates, something like 1.27 rate and a tad bit of super rate, and a tad bit of expo. Oh, okay, there's a lot of super rate. I was wrong about that. Anyways, the rate feels very nice in a basement flying where I really need that precision. The rate is giving me the precision, and in case if I kind of got a bit too fast and I really need to make some tight turns, I just have to push the control sticks a little bit off center, so like in a middle range, middle zone, and it's still working fine, but of course a lot of this has to come to muscle memory and just being fast, being just get good like that. But anyways, I would say that this rate really outright, just flying a few times, I already think it's way better than the stock settings that I think Betaflight have come with, or when I got the drone. Alright, see you in the next clip. Alright, going back, so basically good rates, and now I'm going to fly in 3S. Now, definitely when we say the drones with different power level, I don't think there's a lot of people that plays, that puts different voltages to their drone, but somehow my drone has like capabilities of handling 2S to 4S, and each of them feels very different. And I would imagine that the PID tunings will be drastically different. Now look at that as I zoom through the entire, 30-40 meters distance in 3 seconds. If I would be in a car driving with that speed in the basement, I would get into big trouble. But this is a small drone, so not so much to worry about. I touched the floor a bit. Now, when I was flying the 3S drone here, my legs are soft, my legs are trembling because it's very scary. It reminds me of when I just started to do karting. And actually I never continued to do karting. I don't know what I was saying. But when I was going through a long straight and I feel like I'm traveling in 120 kilometers per hour, but in reality it's probably just 60. It's scary. So I didn't really bother to do tight spaces or tight lines with the 3S batteries. I'm just trying to get comfortable. OMG, that's a good save. I try to get comfortable with, speeding up and slowing down and making big turns with this 3S. And after that, I start to do some, the tight spaces, tight corners. But after I do it, I realize it's a bad idea and I should not do it. So yeah, I refrain from making tight spaces again because it's just too much risk for someone like me that have no skill at all. Now, finally, to end the topic on PID tuning, I also want to, find a way to black box record, like the data that I have in my drone. I'm not sure if my drone could do that, but hopefully it could, and that means I have actual graphs and data to process as I optimize my PIDs, because I kind of understand the math behind PID, like 50% of the math, like, okay, that's the proportion, that's the integral, that's the derivative, and it makes sense. And actually the Wikipedia page, if you didn't check the Wikipedia page of PID controller, it's very useful. It has a lot of useful graphs and animations that clears up a lot of the oh, this is scary, but it clears up a lot of the misconceptions or misunderstandings that I used to have with PID tuning. Now, although you cannot just say that it works with the drone or it's what it is on the drone, but I would say it helps a lot. Anyway, the video comes to an end as I finish my 3S whatever, and I unplug my drone. See you in the next few videos, I guess. All right. Okay. I don't know. All right.